can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about what is coming towards you in January of 2023. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's so good to have you. I enjoy connecting with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. The link to my new website that has a menu of all my readings and sessions is in my description box below, along with links to all my social media. Before you see 4 piles of cards, each with a sticker. The stickers are your psychic linking objects. Rosie over at the Abyss Tarot sent these stickers with all the decks she sent me for Christmas. And yeah, so these are super cute stickers. I'm really enjoying them, and I thought they would make really great psychic linking objects. So let's get into the stickers and see them up close. Group 1, your sticker is what I'm calling the Bottled Crystals sticker. That is group 1. Group 2, you are the test tube sticker. Group 3, you are the skull pyramid sticker. Group 4, you're the herb tonic sticker. Okay, I will insert a little video with some backing music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you for January. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
They call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. They call me a god. Working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected the Bottled Crystals sticker, this is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in January of 2023. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. And also, I will be pulling letters and charms at the end of this session, so we'll find out more details about what's coming towards you in January of 2023. So let's get into the cards that came out, and I'll be pulling as I need to clarify. So, okay, the first card we have is Embracing Sensuality as Union. Hey, that's not a bad way to start off January, you guys. What do you guys have going on? I'm a little nervous now. Okay, remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Let's pull this one here. We have Harpy, Chaos. Okay, that's all right. Nothing wrong with a little chaos in life every now and then. We have Expect Powerful Change, New Moon, Eclipse. All right, so with the new moon, there's going to be change in your life, the new moon in January. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Okay, let's get these Dream Discernment cards from the Abyss Tarot. We have Map. Are you trying to figure the path in life that will make you happy? Are you trying to figure the path in life that will make you happy? And that's Map. We have Doll. Do you find yourself stuck in nostalgia and thoughts of better days from the past? Doll. Do you find yourself stuck in nostalgia and thoughts of better days from the past? And we have Remembrance here. Interesting. Okay. We have Turtle. What did your experiences teach you that you can pass on to others? Okay, definite vibe here. Let's get your tarot. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, I'm going to take reversals, all right? We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Moon in reverse. Okay. All right, so you have a lot of energy here going on. Now, first of all, let's tackle this sensuality card. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are stuck in the past in January. You're thinking about the past. There may be some remorse here. Even though I'm not seeing like the Five of Cups, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling regret. I'm feeling like longing for the past. You may be missing someone. Someone may be missing you. We also have Mercury retrograde. We're fixing to go into Mercury retrograde. I know. It's that time, you guys. We have entered that time. So I feel like you guys might be missing someone. You may be tempted to reach out to someone. Okay, I'm going to pull a love card on this, all right, because I feel like this has to do with your love life in January. Okay, if you are single or you've broken up with someone, then this is specifically for you. Okay, if you're with someone, then I'll pull on you guys. But let's get the people who are single, who are being missed or are missing someone. Should you reach out, or is someone going to reach out to you? Okay, we had all these cards fumble out. There's your chaos. We're going to take the top card, which was soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Okay, well that, you know what? If you're single, that really isn't very clear. Now, is it? Now, come on, spirits. We need something more clear. All right. If you're feeling like reaching out, should they reach out if they're missing someone? Should they reach out? Ace of Cups. Okay, so if you are, I feel like if you feel positively motivated by this and it was a positive experience overall, you might consider it. Now, I will tell you that for some of you where this was a good connection, someone may be reaching out to you. I feel like this hand is reaching out to you as well. So just take what resonates. Now, for this to resonate, the relationship can't be toxic, okay? Because me, my guides, my spirits, and the ancestors that come to me, we're not about that toxic twin flame shit over here. Okay, we don't, that doesn't fly. So, you know, if it was a positive experience and you broke up due to circumstances that were beyond your control, or you were both at just really, you know, tense times in your life, or there was a misunderstanding, that's one thing. But if we're talking about lying, betrayal, cheating, that kind of thing, it may not be the right time. Mercury retrograde is not the time to return, though. Okay, so if you feel like reaching out to somebody, I don't think you should just instantly get back together. Okay, it may be time to revisit each other's energy. It may be time to think about the past in a realistic situation. Like if you broke up and it was bad, it may be time to kind of like re-examine that situation. How did it come to that? What happened in that situation? All right. Ponder it, contemplate. Okay, learn from the situation. All right, so if you are in a relationship, what is up in January? What's going on? Let's pull a love card on that. Okay, because definitely there's sensuality going on here. So some of you guys are ready to get down. You know what I'm saying? We have imagine all the unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Some of you guys need to reconnect with your partner in a relationship. You guys need to find some time or some way. I know December, and in general, life has been extremely stressful, complicated. Money's tight for a lot of people. There's a lot of oppressive energy, and getting lost in your partner in a sensual way can be a big stress reliever. I feel like for some of you, you may be feeling like you're giving more than the other partner. You may be feeling like you're not getting back, and maybe you've pulled back like the physicality, the sensuality of your relationship. Okay, this is a cue for you to talk about that so you can get what you need from your partner and you can return to the physical connection. Sensuality is another way of enjoying life. Sensuality isn't just sex, okay? It's enjoying the senses of our reality. You know, the sun on your face, the cool breeze on your skin, you know, the taste of a strawberry, those kind of things. And many times during times of stress, we forget to enjoy. It's hard to enjoy, but I'm feeling like group one, we're in Capricorn season where a lot of us will feel like, you know, we need to kind of like be driven to work, work, work. And a lot of us will. We're going to get on that business and we're going to work, work, work. But it's really important that you take time to enjoy the sweetness of life, okay? That's why we're here. We work to put food on the table. Work should be enjoyable to some degree, but that's a whole other thing. It's important that you balance out that hard work with some fun. Okay, because sometimes we get ourselves all bogged down in the seriousness of life and we forget to enjoy it. And you guys, you know what? You guys might need to go watch that movie Soul. I've talked about that recently in a couple of my pick-a-cards. And that's about getting so hyper-focused on a goal that you kind of forget to live your life. That's one of the lessons from that movie. So, all right, let's get one more love card here. Romance. We have inner peace. Right. Some of you guys just need to have some conversations, either with yourself, your partner, maybe even an ex, to get closure, clarity, or, you know, sometimes an ex can make a really good friend as well. I don't think December is a time to like, if you've broken up with somebody, it's not necessarily the time to get back together. It is a good time if you're in a relationship to kind of communicate your needs, but not necessarily like make big moves in a relationship. Okay, it's just kind of time to kind of like, you know, clear the water so you guys can connect physically more, because I feel like for some of you there is stress in your couple, your partnership, and it needs to be relieved in some way, and being physical is one of those ways that it can happen. All right, so we're going to move into this remembrance energy, and I feel like you guys are in this energy of regret. And it's not just this love situation. I think, and you know, it's that time of year where we think about the past year, which leads us to thinking about the past, right? And the things we woulda, coulda, shoulda done. And you guys might be feeling some of that regret, okay? You might be feeling like, you know, here's the devil in reverse, you know, thinking about what you should have done, what you could have done, the decisions you could have made, right? And I feel like what you need to understand is you did the best you could with this Nine of Wands. Like, you made the best decisions you could at the time. And you need to forgive yourself, okay? I feel like some of you guys aren't listening to your intuition in January, and it's really important that you don't cut that off. It's almost like you're regretting decisions that you made based on your gut feeling because things haven't gone your way so far, and you feel like maybe it's failed, or it's not working out, or it's not working out the way you want it to, because it doesn't seem like things are materializing the way they should. And what you have to understand is, like, the universe takes time. Things take time. We live in a paradigm right now that is measured by time. Okay, and in your reading, we have expect powerful change. Change is coming for you. Okay, it really is. And one of the things you're doing in general with reflecting on the past and thinking about, you know, the moves you made and the outcome of those moves is you're learning. You're growing wiser. You're growing from this self-reflection, and you're learning not to allow the anxiety and fear to keep you from making the decisions that you feel truly guided to make. Because I feel like you may have made some decisions the opposite of what your intuition said. In other words, you let fear get the best of you. You made these fear-based decisions that led you into a state of chaos. Your life kind of became more chaotic because you gave in to fear and you didn't follow your intuition. Listen, I don't judge people for the decisions they make. I have made a lot of decisions in my life based on fear, and I can tell you from where I sit that I'm over 50 years old. So all the decisions, 99.9% of all decisions I've made based on fear have led me down a chaotic path that was riddled with feelings of doubt and failure, things not happening the way I wanted them to, a lot of frustration. So fear really does get the best of us. And you can't beat yourself up about it, though. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a coward. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And part of the reason, you know, life is so challenging is we're here to learn about that process of being human. And one of the processes is we learn to make better decisions and not allow fear to keep us stagnant or to keep us making decisions that we feel are safe, but are actually the decisions that keep us repeating patterns. Okay, so I feel like in January, there's going to be some clarity about how you make decisions, how you go about your life, how to move through the chaos, because you have this card here, expect powerful change. So you definitely have an energy that you're going to be moving through a lot of this dense energy, a lot of this chaotic energy. And I feel like it's really time for you to think about what will make you happy. All right. I want to pull on what this powerful change is, because I feel with the Eight of Cups, you moving towards something. All right. You moving towards something. What is group one moving towards? What is group one moving towards? What is this powerful change as the veil lifts? I feel like the clarity is coming. The clarity is coming. You're not going to feel as overwhelmed as you lean more into your intuition and not allow the fear to get the best of you, okay? Don't let what you feel are past failures keep you from making bold decisions, okay? Be fearless and bold. I just did an ancestor blessings reading for 2023. I'm getting that. If you guys are interested in that reading, you should go pick the group that was fearless and bold. I think that was group 3. I can't remember for sure, but no reversals in this clarification. We have justice here. Okay, so you're going to get justice. Tell me more. Okay, we have Magician. This is something you've been manifesting. This is that thing that hasn't been popping. This is that thing. There's going to be a change. I'm hearing change of direction, a balancing of this chaotic energy. I feel like you've had a run of bad luck. That's what I'm hearing. A run of bad luck to the point where your vessel has been highly stressed. And that's why sensuality is coming out here. Because really being sensual with yourself or someone else is a really easy way to relieve your tension. And I feel like you need to relieve your tension. Honestly, it's going to give you some clarity. All right? It's going to give you clarity. Okay, we're all grown-ups here. Okay, we have temperance as well. Okay, it's divinely timed. This is going to come in as it should when you are in the position to receive. And frankly, right now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're not in a position to receive right now. You're just not, and that's okay, and there's no judgment. It's a process. We, as people in the spiritual community, have been preached at and taught about manifesting, being in the energy of manifesting, always working at it, always doing, always this, always that. And rarely do we talk about being in the state of inner peace, getting into the energy of receiving it. Receive that thing. And I feel like that's where we're going. We're going from the chaos of creation, the chaos of where's it coming from? What are we doing? All these overwhelming decisions, all this overwhelming energy. We're trying to create it. We're trying to manifest it. Into we're not trying to manifest it. We have manifested it and we're receiving it. So now we're at peace because we know it's coming. That is the change. It is a change in perspective. It's a flipping of a switch internally. That happens because you ground your energy. You ground this chaotic energy. It's like you decide to lean into the experience of life. Instead of living for the moment of this powerful change, you begin to live in the moment. That's a huge difference. I'm going to say it again. Instead of living for the moment of this powerful change, you live in the moment, the moments of your life. You get into the flow of your life. You stop waiting. You stop saving those clothes for that day. You stop saving that meal for that special moment. You start living your life as if every moment is that special moment, as if every moment is that powerful moment of change. You live in it. That's the magic. You are that thing that you're manifesting. You've become it. Allow it to blossom within you. And part of that shift is starting to enjoy things more. And it's really, really hard. And that's why it's such a challenge right now, because it's so easy to get into this oppressive energy that's going on around the planet. It takes a level of self-mastery to see what's going on in the world and to say, I see it, I understand it, but I also know that I'm here to experience being human, and I need to see and enjoy with gratitude the things around me. And that includes my family, everyday life, being alive, good food, art, the things you like to do, laughing, taking deep breaths, visiting your friends, petting your pets, laughing with your children, baking some bread, whatever it is. Every moment can be enjoyable, and I got to tell you personally, I share my personal stories because I want you to know that I understand this stuff. Like, I am not judging you, okay? Because I understand this. I understand living for moments. As someone who has spent a lot of my life being perfectionist, that goes along with perfectionism. You want to make everything perfect for that a powerful change moment to happen. And the thing is that perfectionism is an illusion. It doesn't exist. That moment will come in when it is divinely timed, and it will be the perfect moment. It may not look perfect on the outside, but it doesn't have to, because the appearance of perfection is an illusion. It's about frequency. It's about feeling. It's about the beauty of creation and receiving. And that's where the universe is moving you in January, to this powerful energy of receiving your abundant justice from the universe. This manifestation is your justice. But they can't, the universe, your guides, ancestors, angels, God forms, goddess forms. I'm feeling a lot of energy here. They're saying that they can't bring this in when you're in a state of chaos, because you will be prone to either fight it out of fear, won't believe it, work yourself to death, or in some way or another give in to fear. So right now we're learning. That's why you're thinking about the past and the decisions you've made and possible things you feel you failed at. Haven't failed at them. They were experiences you had. Stop judging your decisions. Stop judging your experiences. You had them for reasons that brought you here, so you could learn how to make the decisions that better feed you the positive changes you want to see in your life. It's called wisdom. Wisdom is not something you can just read in a book. Wisdom, true wisdom, comes from experience. And true wisdom, I don't think you just get that from positive experiences. Champions aren't born because they win every battle. They're born because they lose. They fight hard and they lose over and over and over until they learn how to win the war, the battles, till they feel victorious. They keep going. That's what this Nine of Wands is. It's a determined warrior. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your struggle. And don't give in to fear. I know it's scary. The unknown is scary. But the veil around you of confusion with the Seven of Wands here, I'm just feeling like with the Seven of Wands, it feels overwhelming. And with this card, it has liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. I feel like that is being liberated. This feeling I feel of being overwhelmed. With the Eight of Cups here as well, those working together, giving me this feeling of being overwhelmed and being liberated from that overwhelm. Sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we have a lot of anxiety, we give into the fear and we make safe decisions that keep us in our bubble. But if we're trying to manifest something new, something different, keeping us in our bubble doesn't allow us to expand. We can't expect powerful change if we don't expand our energy. Okay, so you're going to be asked to expand your energy, but first we must get you to a state of inner peace. And that doesn't mean like you're kumbaya every day. I'm not saying every day you're going to feel super peaceful. But you're generally going to feel peaceful. You're not going to feel this constant chaos the minute you wake up. I've had days like that where I wake up in anxiety and I feel anxiety all day long and I go to sleep in anxiety. I understand how that feels. Instead of waking up in anxiety, you wake up with a sense of, I'm not full of anxiety. It's almost like you can feel that you're not full of anxiety. You can see it. You can observe it. And before you know it, you see that more and more. And I'm using waking up with anxiety as an example. All right? Okay, group one, let's move into your letters and your charms. Okay, group one, these are your letters and your charms. Now, these could be your initials, their initials, a word, a name, a screen name, something meaningful, a last name, a work name, could be a lot of different things. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I'm going to read off your letters. We have WOOD, MSE, TXJ, HL, SZZD, LABAPUK. Okay, we have wood, we have TX like Texas, we have ZZ, reminds me of ZZ Top, if you know who that is. That's a band from like the 80s. We have LA like Los Angeles. We have BAP, that's actually a movie. And we have UK, like England, Britain. So there are your initials, your letters, your words. All right, so we have a lot of shells here. And I feel like we have a lot of water energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have two stars. Well, two colored stars, and then we have purple, and then we have this kind of sparkly orange star, which feels like the lower chakras to me. This feels like the third eye chakra as well with the purple, and I feel like you're healing a lot of your lower chakras right now. That's what a lot of this remembrance, thinking about nostalgia, You may have dreams about the past. I know I've had some powerful dreams about the past myself. You may have memories that come forward from your childhood, like good ones. A lot of us have been revisiting like some negative memories from childhood, and I think you're going to start to have some good memories. This may be the effects of Mercury retrograde as well, just giving us like past life stuff. Past in this life stuff. So you may experience that as well. We have the broom. Clear your energy often. You don't want to get stuck in that nostalgia too much. Again, we're revisiting the past, revisiting some of our emotions and decisions and fear so that we can gain the wisdom here with the owl, so that we can journey forward with this wisdom and make choices that better align with the powerful changes we want to see in our life. Please stop judging. I feel like you are judging yourself for your decisions, and it's part of what's keeping you out of the energy of receiving these blessings and manifestations from the universe. That might be why it's taking longer than what you think it should. We have the golden star here. I feel like that's your crown chakra. So what's happening with your chakra system, I feel like as you are, dealing with the past, you're going to find that your third eye is going to be opening and becoming more active. That's what the dreams are about. And your crown chakra is going to become more clear. So your intuition, your communication with your higher self may become more clear. You may start to hear like tones, like high-pitched tones may start coming through, meaning you may start receiving more downloads on how to move through some of this denser fear-based energy. You may be having some decisions that you need to make. I am going to, because Mercury retrograde is coming up, I am going to recommend that if you can put off making any big decisions in January, I would. If there's, if you don't have to do something like sign a contract and stuff like that in January, don't. It's just better if you can avoid it. But if you have to, go forward and do what you do, because I do feel like you're protected. But I think you just need to receive it. There's a problem here for you, group one, of receiving your blessings, receiving the energy that your ancestors, the God forms, send to you. It's almost like you're so busy judging yourself, or you have been, that you're blocking the energy that's being sent to you. So, I really need you to understand that this energy is meant for you. There's help out there for you. You just have to be open to receiving it. I recommend, honestly, like for the next 30 days or so, like don't work on your, if you do spell work, take a break. If you do frequency music, take a break. Take a break from working in that manifesting energy. Rest, receive. Okay, that's where you want to be. Rest, receive. Okay, you need to give yourself a break. You need to rest. I feel like you may be working on a big, hard reset or burnout if you don't take some downtime. Okay, I feel your vessel is very stressed. That's why the sensuality card is coming out, because your vessel needs a break, either a physical release, if you know what I'm saying, or you need to take a bubble bath, you need to take some naps, you need to forget about how messy your house is for a little bit, and you need to take care of yourself. Okay, some of you guys have been working so hard at something that you're forgetting to enjoy life, and some of you guys have forgotten how to enjoy life because you've been so focused. And your guides, the spirits, the universe, they want you to slow down and enjoy your life. Okay, and rest and receive. All right, because there are good things coming to you. They're trying to come in, but there is an energy here that's being blocked because you're having a hard time receiving. And that is a special talent all in its own. And I feel like that's what the universe is going to try to teach you in January, is how to receive this from the universe. Gratitude is a good way to get into receivership. Look around you at what you can be grateful for. If you're able to take a bubble bath tonight, be grateful for that, because there are a lot of people right now who cannot do that. They're sleeping in their cars. They don't have a bubble bath. There's a lot of people who don't have food on the table. If you have food on the table tonight, be grateful for that. There's a lot of people who don't, you know, and I am not trying to make anyone feel bad for what they have. I'm just trying to help people become aware of the things that we take for granted every day that other people are struggling to get, everyday comfort that we have, you know. So, and if you don't have those things, my heart extends out to you, and I'm sending you a lot of comfort and prayers for your safety and uplifting you, that your needs will be met by the universe, because I understand what it's like to struggle. I've been there, so I do. And you know, really, if you can in some way do acts of charity in December, not December, in January, that could be very helpful. I'm not saying if you don't have it to give, don't give. Give it, okay? But if you have it to give, you might consider that. It might help you get into the headspace of gratitude, all right? Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. If this resonated, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I hope you have a wonderful January. And I will see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that were drawn to this little test tube sticker, this is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in January of 2023. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I am going to be getting letters and charms at the end of the group, so please stay tuned for that, and I'll be pulling cards as I need to for clarity. All right, so let's see what came out for you guys. Bonding with the rhythm of life. Okay. Whoops. We have shielding, protecting, and grounding. The Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. Let's see, we have fourth house, roots. Hydra, regeneration. Okay, we have Crow. Are you suppressing your shadow self instead of accepting it and healing it? Walking. Are you having difficulty finishing what you started? Okay, and this is the tarot that came out for you. Let's see, I'm going to take reversals. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the Emperor. Okay, I feel a lot of big energy for group two. Okay. And with the test tube here, of course, I feel like you've been experimenting with energy. In a way, I feel like the question isn't, have you been working in your shadow? I think you've been working in your shadow. I think you've been working in your shadow for a while. I think it's really sucked. I think it's been really difficult. I think you've been through a lot of shit, and I think you probably have been feeling like, am I stuck here? Like, am I stuck in my shadow? You may have been finding yourself asking yourself these questions. I want to ask some questions about the shadow work. So, spirits, ancestors, guides, goddesses, come forward. I'm feeling the presence of Hecate with the crow as well. Athena, blinded to pain. Yeah, you have been, you've been examining the pain you have, the pain inflicted upon you and the pain you've inflicted on others. You have been ruthless with yourself. I want to cry. Like, you have it's almost like you've been like, no more toxicity in my life. I am not doing this anymore. I'm not being toxic to anybody else, and I am not allowing others to be toxic. I'm holding myself accountable for my own bullshit, and I'm holding other people accountable for their bullshit. This takes a level of bravery that most people take lifetimes to get to. And I feel like for you guys, you probably have, okay? You probably didn't just wake up one morning and decide to do this. This kind of work comes from being born into a heavy lifetime, a very dense lifetime. Like, you were born into density. You probably had a really tough childhood. You probably had some abuse, some big time trauma. If not in childhood, probably in your young adult years, late teens, early 20s, maybe early 30s, but definitely there may have been times where you've had to literally fight for your life, that kind of trauma. And in many ways, in order to function in the world, we have to blind ourselves to this pain and trauma to function like normal people. And you may have issues with like PTSD or CPTSD, anxiety, and that kind of thing. And you may have just reached a point in your life, or if you're in therapy, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. If you need therapy, please seek it, okay? But I feel like you've been doing this really heavy, intense work, and you've taken the blindfold off. You've examined the wounds and the flies on the wounds. You've examined how you deal with people. You continue to seek your reflection and see where you have misstepped, where you have maybe hurt other people. I feel like a lot of you have already cut people off. You've let people go. And I feel like even if you miss people, we're in Mercury retrograde, so this energy is coming up. Even if you miss people, you're not regretting the no contact. You're not regretting not talking to them, okay? With the Emperor here, I feel like you know this was a good decision. You know that it was good to let them go and to let yourself go, because you know that you've been catalysted for deep healing. There's healing all over this table. We are going to go from a state of being in the darkness, working in the darkest corners of our psyche, of our pain, into bright light. You are transmuting this pain. You're transmuting your shadow. Now, this shadow work has been a long process. So moving into the light is also going to be a process, okay? You're not going to wake up one morning and be 10 of cups, okay? Happiness, fulfillment, joy. It's a process. It's a process of alchemy, of being able to not just see the lessons learned, but gaining the wisdom when applying those lessons to your life. It is not just knowing you have value outside your trauma, but seeing that value and acting upon it. Expecting others to see your value, holding your boundaries, creating new boundaries, seeing where the boundaries you held in your shadow work may need to be changed as you change your energy. I feel like there is an energetic shift coming for you, where you're going to be understanding that this energy that you have been healing is aligning you with a bigger calling on your life, one that you probably never even thought about, because you're regenerating. Your life is regenerating. We have the Hydra here, and we have root healing. Okay, so I'm feeling like whole new possibilities are coming forward. So in January, you may feel new inspirations coming forward, okay? New inspirations. Let's get some clarity on this 10 of Cups, because I feel like this happiness and fulfillment is coming from a new aligned pathway, okay? Where you're going to feel more in control with this Emperor here. You're going to feel more aligned and more successful, okay? We have the King of Pentacles on the table, but he's in reverse, and that's energy, not gender, okay? He's in reverse, okay? We have a successful king on the table, but he's in reverse because we don't know quite how we're going to do that. We don't know quite how we're going to become more successful. And I mean like money here, resources. And then we have the Ten of Cups upright. So we're focused on fulfillment. We're focused on going from this painful place to a more happy and fulfilled place. But that happiness and fulfillment needs financial support, right? Okay. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me about the inspiration, the Ten of Cups. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. How do we get there? Okay, we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Moon. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like with the Devil in reverse. Okay, and okay, I just feel like there's something. I feel like this goes here. I think you are extremely hard on yourself in this shadow work. This ruthlessness you've had in your shadow work, it's almost like it's becoming a block to your abundance. You have taken on this role almost as being the adversary to yourself, which in balance can help you see your flaws, like where you've hurt people, right? But when you become the adversary to the point where you are knocking yourself down and blocking yourself, where you can't believe in yourself, you are stripping away at your strengths. And I feel like there's a lack of belief that you can do this. It's almost like some of you guys are drowning in your shadow work. This happens, okay? And it's easy to get drowned. It's easy to feel like, this is how I'm going to explain it. Think of shadow work as like a dungeon. And the dungeon is bright. You know, there's a fire in the middle and you can see everything. But in the corners, as you move into the corners, it gets darker and darker and heavier and more intense. And once you get into the absolute darkest corners, it's very hard to see your way out, because those corners are like portals of pain that you get locked into. And sometimes when we get into those portals of pain, we become blind and we begin to hear the things that were said to us in times of trauma, in times of abuse, those patterns, those what do I want to say? The tapes from childhood or the abuse start to run, or our negative self-talk gets the best of us and starts to block us from being able to move into a really positive place of healing and hope and light and possibility. You know, I'm being pulled to the Sisterhood of the Rose here. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Priestess, mystic, teacher. You have a higher calling. You have gone through all of this to help others, to help humanity, to help yourself and humanity. Helping yourself is helping humanity, okay? You're one of those people that your energy affects the collective in a bigger way. You're like a beacon. And one of your battles here, I'm feeling in January, is to silence this negative self-talk. You're not being very compassionate to yourself. It's blocking your Ten of Cups. It's blocking your Knight of Pentacles. It's keeping you from being able to see the success that is meant for you. And it's blocking you from being able to feel this Knight of Wands energy, this inspiration. And it may be keeping you from following your intuition with the Moon here, because you're very gifted. There's gifts here. There's ability here. I feel like for some of you, this block is a generational pattern. This may be something that's ran through your family, like people getting in their own way. This is a message that's been coming out in several of my readings. Get out of your own damn way. Stop blocking yourself. Now, I know you've been doing shadow work and that takes on a life of its own. But it's time for you to come out in the light. Take the blindfold off. You know the light is there. Move towards it. So how do you move towards the light? When you are lost in the dark, you move towards the things that bring you joy, even a little bit. So let's say that you're deep in your shadow, you're having a depressive time, and the only thing that really makes you happy in the moment is a really good cup of coffee. So get you the cup of coffee and take time to enjoy it. Really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Don't gulp it down. Like, sit down with you and just that coffee and drink it up. Enjoy it. Because that is a form of light. You're seeing the good in the material world. Connecting to those kind of things is grounding. And one of the things you need to do is get grounded. Okay? Shadow work can be very ungrounding. And if you don't stay grounded on a regular basis with shadow work, you can get lost in it. You can get blinded by it. You can start to wonder, are you really the shadow? Is that really who you are? Your shadow is part of who you are. It is not ultimately who you are. You are not your trauma. You are not your abuser. You are not your patterns. You are not the expectations others placed upon you. You are not the foul names or the foul things that have been said to you. Those are all outside energies being placed upon you. You are what you say you are, not what other people place upon you. That's clarity. Some of you guys need to go out and like touch some trees, put your hands in some dirt, run your hands under some water. Like, washing your hands can be very grounding. Okay, like, feel the water. I'm not saying like mindlessly washing your hands. Get in the bathtub, get in the shower, feel the water on your skin. You may need to do some grounding exercises where you ground to Gaia, to the planet. There's all kinds of different methods, or there's many on YouTube you can use. You might look for that. Drink more water. Water helps move energy through your body. It helps you ground. When you drink the water, put the intention in the water that it is to help you ground your energy. Grounding your energy will help you move towards the light. It will help you see the light. Because there is a lot of good things coming for you. There's a regeneration of your life. But there's a need here for you to move towards light. We cannot work our shadow 100% of the time. It will consume you. And it needs to be done in balance. And many times when we're in our shadow, we forget about the need for light. We literally forget that we need to clear our energy because it can be so overwhelming. I think group 2, you need to give yourself some grace because you're moving into this age of light here. You're moving into this energy of the sisterhood of the rose. You're alchemizing all of this shadow work into power, into forward movement, into 10 of Cups energy, into happiness and fulfillment. And it's important that you start to think about the things that bring you happiness, the kind of life you want to live that would bring you happiness. It's time for you to think about these things because it's time for you to move forward out of shadow work. Just because you move out of shadow work doesn't mean you can't return to it. Many of us, we work in and out of our shadow all the time. But I will say, in all the shadow work I've done, I've had to move out of it. Like, you cannot stay in your shadow all the time. It is really not good for you. I had a mentor many years ago that told me, like, my challenge in life is to not stay in the underworld all the time. Because at the time, I felt safer in my shadow, in the underworld, in the darkness. It was more natural for me because of my trauma. being brought out in the light is much more difficult. So I understand how this can be hard, because being in the light can feel uncomfortable to someone who is more comfortable in the underworld energy. But you are a soul who needs the light desperately right now. You need to feel grounded and a part of the collective, not set aside. You need to feel connected to other people right now. And I know there's a hermit energy with this group. Maybe you've been hermiting yourself a little bit to do, or a lot to do this work, and I understand that. But it's time for you to connect with people, places, and things. It's time for you to come out of the corner and reconnect, because I feel like there's overwhelm here. There is a sense of like floating away into this darkness. And I feel like some of you guys may be battling depression. And if you are feeling depressed, I really need for you to reflect on if you need some help. Please go seek it, okay? Because I don't want you to be feeling this way, because there is a lot of positive things coming for you. You just got to come out of the darkness a little bit. You got to come into the light just a little bit. It's not going to take that much to help shift your energy. It can be very simple, but it needs to be consistent. If you enjoy drinking coffee every day, get yourself that coffee every day, okay? And once you start enjoying that coffee every day, then think about something else you'd like to do on the daily. Give yourself enjoyment and pleasure every day, no matter how small it is. Whether it's just watching your favorite comedian. I did a thing, I still do, for Cat Williams. I think he's hilarious. You know, I would watch him every day. I would give myself that time to laugh my ass off every day, and it lifted my energy. It's things like that. Just giving yourself that momentary reprieve from feeling density that helps shift your energy. And I feel like group 2 in January, there is a need here for you to shift your energy, because you're heading towards, for 2023, I feel tremendous growth for group 2. Huge levels of growth. You are going to alchemize your pain into happiness, into fulfillment, into powerful moves in your career. This is you getting on your life journey, like your pathway. You have a lot to offer, a lot of gifts to offer to the collective. And January is important. For some of you, this may take a while. It may take a couple of months for you to move into this energy. Don't rush it. You know, I say January here, but we're not on a time schedule. Time right now is very, well, loosey-goosey. You know, it seems like to me time was moving very quickly there for a few years. We've slowed down, but we've had a couple of days that it seems like the timeline has readjusted. It's changed, it's sped up and slowed down. And then I felt like there have been hours that have been like skipped ahead, like with the tape deck. We skipped ahead and then we rewound it and did it again. So I feel like time is being really weird. And I feel like you guys can use that to your advantage by being in the moment. So be in the moments of enjoying something that you like to do, whether it's just you and your little baby laughing, you know, you petting your dog and making your dog, you know, have the zoomies and run around chasing a ball, or you're talking to your plants, whatever it is, be in that moment. It will help you ground and shift your energy, okay? All right, group 2, let's get your letters and charms. Okay, group 2, these are going to be your letters and charms. Now, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. These could be your initials or initials, a word, something meaningful. It could be a screen name. Just take what resonates. We have ZGMAVECTAENEKJTUJFRA. It could be somebody meaningful you meet in January. It could be a lot of different things. Okay, first of all, what I heard while I was getting your letters together is some of you guys have a new guide. It's not really a new guide. It's a guide you haven't worked with or haven't noticed before. It's an indigenous guide. This is an indigenous coin, a Native American coin of an area in Illinois. And I feel like this guide, this ancestor wants to make themselves known. Some of you guys need to connect with this ancestor by researching your own family history. Maybe you have, and you have found something about that within your family line. It's time for you to lean into that. This ancestor wants to help you. Now, for others, this is an ancestor that you just may have been feeling around you, but you haven't really connected with. It's time to connect with them. Leave out some tobacco, beer, wine, whiskey, cigarettes can be helpful as well. Bread, fruit. It just depends on what you know is culturally the what is culturally you do for your ancestors. So look into that, okay? Because I feel like there's ancestors that really want to help you with this, because I feel like a lot of you are breaking ancestral patterns, and ask for help. There's a lot of wisdom coming for you. Like what you've been through, you can really help a lot of people. And here's the thing, it doesn't mean you're going to write a book or be a big teacher. You may teach by doing. You know what I'm saying? So, we have the bat here. Yeah, you've been in the depths of darkness. Like, you understand. Some of you guys have battled addiction. Some of you guys have, battled some really intense traumas as well. And I just feel the sorrow here. Some of you guys have a lot of depression going on, anxiety, lots of depression here, lots of sadness. It's okay to grieve. Okay, I just want you to know that it's okay to be sad for your child self who suffered. It's okay for you to be sad for your adult self who suffered. It is natural to grieve for the loss of who you were before this happened to you. Okay, you also have a right to be angry. And a lot of times the inability to release the anger can hold us in our shadow, and it might be part of this block here. So some of you guys need to find healthy ways to release your anger, and your anger can be held by your vessel. So working out can help release anger if you can do that safely. Walking, sometimes we need to scream into a pillow, write it out, say all those things you want to say into your phone and delete it, but get it out of your system. Don't let it fester and become toxic poison, right? That turns against you. Some of you guys have allowed your anger to fester to the point where it has started to become its own internal voice, and it is like it's the one that's saying all these negative things to you, and that is anger that's turned into a parasite. A lot of people believe depression is anger turned internally. So releasing your anger in healthy ways can only serve you. All right. So I feel like a lot of you need to do that. We have the vampire teeth. That's where I'm getting the parasitic energy here. And we have the pumpkin here. This is about harvest. You guys have a harvest coming to you, but it is through the wisdom learned from your past experiences. We have the pumpkin coach here as well. We have the tower. I think you guys have been through a lot with that tower. And in January, you may see another tower fall. This could be an internal tower. I'm seeing crying. I'm seeing like dealing with the reality. Some of you guys are feeling really alone because you've stopped being toxic, right? Which a lot of times in family situations, when we stop being toxic, we've cut people off and we've been cut off because we've been toxic, right? So we're taking responsibility. And a lot of times that means we become the lone wolf. We've always been, but even more so. That can be really difficult to deal with, and you may be dealing with the reality of feeling more alone, okay? Once you acknowledge your loneliness, it's okay to be alone and feel lonely, all right? There's no shame in that, okay? That can open you up to allow other people into your life, but really the release of this anger is very important in order to allow healthy people. I have these two hearts that are intertwined here with this charm. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I feel like the universe wants to bring in really good and positive people into your life, but this anger is blocking you. There's a need here to release this anger in a positive way, okay? And it may take a while. We're talking like 6 months. It may take 6 months to release all this anger. Do not get hung up on a time schedule, okay? You are working at your own pace. Don't allow anything or anyone to hurry you up, okay? Because you can always dog ear something as far as like something you're working on in your personal journey and go back to it. You don't have to complete it. You know, this isn't some kind of mission where you get badges of honor, okay? You work in something until you feel like you need a release. I feel like you guys need to give yourself a break from this work, okay? Because you guys are really you're very brave and very courageous, and it's almost like you want to power through it until it's done. But hey, even great champions have to sit it out sometimes because their vessels are tired and battered and war torn. And I feel like that's what you're going through right now. So ask for help. Angels, ancestors. Your ancestors are just ask them for help. Show them some attention. Interact with them. And you will find they will help you move into the light and get some clarity and get some balance so that when you're ready to go back and work in the shadow again, you'll feel stronger. You'll have more balance. And you'll know next time when you need to take a break, when it's becoming too much or overwhelming. All right? And group 2, above all, I think the message here is you need to give yourself some grace in January. Okay? Be kind to yourself. All right? Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. You're a human being and you have needs that need to be met. Okay? All right, group 2, that's what I got for you. If this resonated, please leave me a message down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I hope you have a most wonderful January. And I will see you, beautiful and magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that were drawn to this crystal skull pyramid sticker. This is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in January of 2023. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling more cards as I go. I will also be pulling letters and charms at the end of the session. So let's get into it and see what came out for you. We have mentalizing emotional impressions. Okay. All right, what is this one? We have learning from social conflict. Okay, I had a certain feeling about this group before I even got started, but let's just see what the cards say. We have 7th house partners. Okay, we have Aquarius, I know. All right, we have don't let your past hold you back. I feel like someone's talking about you. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. We have darkness, Nyx. You have a lot of cards, actually, probably more than the other groups. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah, I feel like someone is talking about you. You've caught someone's attention. We have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. All right. We have a pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay. Let me move these cards up just a little bit. You have so many compared to the others, but you know, I pull as I'm guided. Some stacks get more cards than others. We just go with guidance. That's what we do around here. So we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay. All right. And we have skunk. Are you feeling guilt for having to defend yourself from someone you didn't want to? Interesting. Is there someone you know creating conflict and acting like a drama queen? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like hater energy or something like that. Photos. Are you remembering the people who were once a big part of your life? Okay. We have the Tower, Uriel, the fire of God. Disruption warns of disasters, aids, and transformation. 3 of Pentacles. Oops, didn't mean to touch the mic there. God hearing lamentations. Mental force protects against sorrows and illness. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. God the Savior. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards from the Animalistic Desires and Messages deck from the Abyss Tarot, TAT. This is the Adam deck. Okay, I feel like you have got someone talking shit about you. I'm just going to be honest here. I feel like your frequency has changed. It has risen. And you have this Aquarius energy here. You have show the world the real you. I feel like you're doing that. Okay, you know your worth. You're working on knowing your worth, and you're moving in a higher vibration. I think you're answering the call of your deepest calling. I think you're doing all that stuff. And you know what happens when you move into this powerful energy? You attract pests. Okay, when you turn your light on, the first thing that comes forward is pests, especially on social media. And I feel like those of you who have a platform, especially, you guys probably are attracting people, are talking about you. And we have this tower energy here as well. So let's find out more about this. For some of you, this is a close friend. For others, this is somebody online. Yeah, let's get into it. Tell me more about this person. We have a magpie. They now realize you were their Ronnie to their Bonnie. Sorry. They now realize you were their Bonnie to their Clyde. Their heart chakra reopened for you. Okay, so we have partners here. So this could be a partner as well who's talking about you, an ex. Oh, Lord, this is Mercury retrograde. Okay, so I'm picking up on different stories to take what resonates. For some of you, this is an ex, okay, who's seeing you, walk into your power, okay? I'm feeling like a seductive energy with Nyx here. You're becoming more attractive, more seductive to your ex. And it's almost like you've done this without them, and it's making you more attractive to them as well. They want it. They want to come back in. That might be part of this tower. Let's keep going here and find out some more information. We have zebra. You must not take, okay. You must not take bribes. Okay, I can't read that. You need to look at things with justice, a middle ground to find truth and answers in this situation. Okay. For those of you who have like friends gossiping online or in person, I feel like it's really important for you just to balance your energy. Keep your energy balanced. Don't allow drama queens, drama kings, drama royalty, if you will, to knock you off your game. I feel like your energy is just, you're doing really, really well. Okay. I just feel really good energy for you, group 3. And I know it's hard when you have people talking noise about you. And what I'm feeling with this tower and people talking about you, it's like there are people trying to create this tower for you in your work. There may be people trying to block your work with the 4 wands in reverse. They may be trying to block your money. They may be trying to like block up your views, things like that if you're on social media. But I feel like you're just not having it. You're not even like giving that a second thought. Some of you guys have done a return to sender and it's just everything's bouncing off of you. I'm hearing that saying like, you're rubber, I'm glue, everything bounces off me and sticks to you. Okay, I just feel like whatever people are throwing at you is just coming back to them, because look at Nyx. Look how powerful Nyx is. Like, they can't touch you. They want to. They want to. And your ex wants to touch you really bad. You guys might have an ex and people talking about you. Okay? I just feel like you're popping. You're popping more than what you think you are. You're unaware of a lot of you are unaware of your effect you have on other people. Okay, we have porcupine. Put a water protection in your house and yourself, because someone is sending negative intentions towards a negative intending tornado towards you. towards you. Okay, let me read this again. Okay. Put a ward of protection in your home and on yourself because someone is sending their negative intentions towards you to block you. Yes. Like I said over here, validation. There is someone trying to block your abundance, block your money, block your work. Okay. So put up a ward. You can look up online how to create wards. Okay. Wards of protection. Clear your space often in January. Ward your space. Ward your money. It's not just warding your space. Ward your career. You know, you can create a ward to keep at your office. You can create a ward to keep anywhere. Okay. You can create wards for anything. Okay. You can ward your name. You know, that's really popular on TikTok. You know, so look into it. Look into warding your space and whatnot. We have Toucan. This person is confident, good looking, and talks a good game, but they might have a fuckboy thought energy about them. This person is confident, good looking, and talks a good game, but they might have a fuckboy thought energy about them. Okay, so this is the gossip about you. Okay, some people are saying this about you. Okay, that you have fuck person, this isn't gender, fuck person energy. Okay, I think you are more I keep being brought back to this. In January, you are looking good, honey. People want you. They want that. They want a piece of that. And if they can't have it, then they envy it. They covet it. They covet all the good stuff that's coming towards you, especially in your career. And there are some envious bitches who want to get in your way. All right. So let's find out about these envious bitches who are trying to throw blocks in your path. Okay. It's just not going to happen. We have the moon. We have the page of wands in reverse. Okay. This could be a fire sign. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They may be sending you dreams. They may be sending you energy of doubt. I see the key here. I'm feeling like they may be trying to cast witchcraft upon you. There may be some spell work here. This person is very immature. They may be like a baby witch or may not work in magic very much. And I feel like it's just going to bounce off you, but you're encouraged to, like, if you already have wards, you know, just go refreshing that ward up. Some of you may go check on your wards. Sometimes, you know, wards can be objects, and you might find that the ward is somehow like tapped, like there could be different signs that your ward is changed somehow, like there's a chip in it or something spilt on it, or it's on the floor, or it's in a different place than where you placed it. You know, look for those kind of things. But I feel like this person's very immature. Okay. This is being done out of jealousy. Also, there's that energy here of mimicking you as well, especially in social media. Just be aware that, you know, if they can't be your friend, then they're going to copy you. Okay. And a lot of times your haters become your great impersonators. Okay. Yeah. We have the star because you're the star, honey. You are the star. And that is not in reverse. You're the star. You have all this amazing energy in January. And here's the thing. I feel like for group 3, I feel like you are so on your game in your Aquarius energy where you're just focused on doing your stuff, having all your plates kind of spinning, having your hands in all your pots, busy with your work and your projects. You don't realize that you are literally glowing like a star in January. And this is propelling more people, places, and things towards you, more opportunity. And people are starting to talk about you. Now, when people start to talk about you and exes want to come back and all that stuff, just know that a lot of times that's the sign that things are starting to manifest. Okay? Because the pests, a lot of times they see that light first. It's just how it is. Okay, so don't be unbothered. Don't let this bother you. Don't let this crackerjack magic shit get under your skin. Okay, because that's what they want. They want you to be bothered and distracted. They want to get you off your game. Narrow your focus. You may be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Narrow your focus. Keep your vision hold your vision. Keep it focused on your work and what you're doing. Rest, relax, enjoy, and work in January, okay? And let all this drama, situation, gossip, and bullshit with an X, just let that spin. Don't pay it any mind, okay? Because good things are coming for you. Okay, and we have the Four of Wands here. So you're going to have reasons to celebrate that are going to come forward. You know, they may not happen in January because you have all this kind of like pesty energy spinning up. But this energy is forming around you. You are going to have things to celebrate in the coming months in 2023. Okay, there's going to be a lot of success for you, group 3. There's going to be breakthroughs for you. And some of the breakthroughs are you're just going to know that you're good enough for the success that's coming to you. Okay, you're going to get into the energy of receiving. Working and receiving, being in balance with the universe, all right? And knowing that what you see coming is what's meant for you, all right? But these people, like, talk about petty. 3 of Cups, happiness. Now, okay, now some of you guys are going to be like, I don't want a love reading, Amy. Okay, well, sorry. I'm just going to tell you, this 3 of Cups is different. For some of you, like, there is somebody approaching, or the person you're with, if this is a healthy relationship, they want this. Some of you, there's somebody who wants to marry you or move in with you, but some of you guys, they want this. Let me pull on this love. Listen, I would be remiss if I didn't pull on this 3 of Cups love situation. Okay, so don't judge me for doing my job. Okay, reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so things are going to work out for you in your relationship. If you are single right now, your person's coming. And a lot of you guys are so busy, like working on your bag, working on your career, working on your money, that you're like, I don't really care about the love thing. I get that. I get that. But here's the thing, with all this fabulous energy, this warrior woman, star ancestors, you're good enough. Don't let your past hold you back. Like moving into like beautiful manifestations of your light energy. This is a side effect. You get your person. You get a long-term relationship that's supportive and helpful and happy and whole. Good times, good connections. This could be new clients. It could be new friends. But for some of you, this is love, okay? And it's going to take time to manifest. For others, this is your person you're with, and they are thinking about long-term goals, long-term dreams with you. So just know that, okay? All right, let's get some letters and charms for group 3. Okay, group 3, these are going to be your letters and your charms. Now keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates. These could be your initials, their initials, a word, a screen name, something meaningful. Okay, so I'm going to read off your letters. We have JETCIOTNMK, GEKIN, DEHYLR. Okay, so we have kin here. So the people gossiping about you could actually be family or friends that feel like family. Okay, for some of you, it's particularly nasty gossip. We have a shell here, so we could have water signs. We also have California, the state of California. And what I'm getting with that is like you guys need to be sure while you're working and focusing. Don't forget that I said also, you guys may be Capricorn, okay, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You need to take time to relax and have some fun. I'm seeing someone walking on a beach. Some of you guys need to just like take some time to chill out, man. You can't work all the time. It's not healthy, okay? Because we have the pumpkin here. There is a harvest coming for you of all your hard work, okay? We're starting to see in January some of this movement with this gossip, these people being petty, trying to knock you off your game. Don't allow this. We have the devil here. Don't allow them. They may be throwing I probably need to do a reading on this. They may be throwing some baneful magic, black magic, what have you, at you. Um, you know, honestly, it's really not worth your time. Put up some protections, return to sender, all that good stuff, and keep moving. All right, relax. I feel like for some of you, they're trying to create anxiety and get you to overwork yourself. When you overwork yourself, your work isn't as good. You get drained. So it's really important to keep your shit in balance, okay? To not overstress yourself, and to allow things to kind of, especially your work, to kind of flow on its own. Remember the flow of your work cycle, okay? Remember how it feels to be in that really good place where you're producing quality work. Don't allow the energy of I need to work, I need to work, I need to work. You know, that drive to get you in a situation where your work isn't as good because you're overworking yourself. Okay, I feel like that's what they're trying to project: overworked, drained. They want you to give up. They want you to burn out. They do not want you making money. And I feel like you guys are in it for the long haul. Like, I feel like these people are trying to get like small amounts of money, like trying to hit your small money. And what they don't realize is you're not in it for the small money. You're in it for the long haul, for the big money that's coming, because you have a big harvest coming. Okay. We have the moon here, and I'm getting like, keep leaning into your gut feeling, your intuition, whatever you want to call it. Keep leaning into that, making moves that are aligned to your highest good. And I feel like you guys have a lot of angelic energies around you, your ancestors. Keep leaning into that. I feel like asking them for help is one of the best things you can do, especially if you get confused, because some of you guys may find in January you get confused, you get overwhelmed. That may be the effects of this energy. Just ask your ancestors, ask your guides, clear your energy. The moment you start getting confused, clear the fuck out of that energy. Okay, return that shit to sender. Don't stay in it. Okay, realize it for what it is and let it go. Don't think about, well, who could be doing that? It doesn't matter who it is. Just return it and move on. Your ancestors want you to keep moving forward, resting, relaxing, working, enjoying your life. Enjoy your life. Stop worrying about who is gossiping about you. Stop worrying about who's throwing shit at you, because they're worried about you. And what they don't understand is you are powerful enough that you can take that negative energy thrown at you and you can transmute it into successful energy that serves you. And that, my friend, is what you need to do, is use all this negativity that's being thrown at you and turn it into energy that brings you success. Have that energy go fetch you success. Go fetch you more customers, more opportunity, more money. That, man, you talk about your haters, your people throwing you negativity, the people gossiping about you. You talk about making them just be ate up with the dumbass and the hate. Seeing you rise, seeing you heal, seeing you succeed. Man, that's the best revenge ever, because they know they can't stop you, because they can't. They cannot get in your way. What you're doing is divinely guided. And we have the peace sign here. So it's very important that you maintain your peace. Do not allow the chaos that seems to be like gathering around you. Don't allow that chaos to like infect your mind. That's what these people want. And these are not super powerful people. Okay? And it may be more than one person. This may be a group that you used to belong to or something like that. People who are threatened by you, by your liberation, by your freedom, by your I don't give a fuck attitude. And you just keep that attitude. You keep moving. Don't allow people to block you, all right? There are really good things coming for you in 2023. And I don't want to see you get bogged down in this meaningless drivel from these people that don't matter, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful January. And if you want to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey group 4, all of you that were drawn to this herb tonic sticker, this is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in January of 2023. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates here. I will be pulling cards as I need to for clarity, and I will be getting letters and charms at the end of the session. So let's see what came out for you. Okay, the first card is accepting the past. Okay, I'm going to move that up a little bit. I think you got quite a few cards. We have realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. I love these cards. That's a great deck. Okay, let's get into these cards. We have the answers you need are coming. I'm feeling closure. Some of you guys are going to have closure in January. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. All right. We have the seas of Minnetonka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Sixth house, routine. Nothing will come of the situation. Void, of course, moon. Grief, banshee. Choice, Valkyrie. Boundary. I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to try. See, we have grocery store. Are you trying to provide sustenance of spirituality to others? Black cat. Are you afraid of exploring your psychic abilities and using your intuition? Butterfly. Have you reflected on a transformation and rebirth of your old way of life to this new one? Wow, this is a lot of really powerful energy here. Okay, let's get into your tarot. We are taking reversals. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right. So I feel like you guys have been in kind of a state of grief about a loss. I feel the loss with the void, of course, moon. Okay. I need more information about this loss. Tell me about this loss here. I'm going to pull from the Zombie Tarot. Tell me about this loss. Accepting the past. Feels like a loss of a person. This could literally be a death. It could also be the death of a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be someone cut you off. You cut someone off. I'm feeling a lot of different things, so please take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay, Spirit, tell me more about this. I feel sadness in group 4. We have the Three of Swords here. Sadness, brokenheartedness, loss. These flipped. I'm taking the flipped cards. We have the Tower, yes, and the Emperor in reverse. This doesn't feel really great, you guys. You've really been through it this year. I'm reflecting on this past year because I feel like this has happened in the past year. I'm not necessarily feeling this happening in January, but you know, there may be a couple of you that this is going to happen. But I feel like you're dealing with this energy in January. The Five of Wands here, the Five of Pentacles. Lots of fight. There's a lot of like fighting or non-acceptance of this energy. And there's a feeling with the Emperor in reverse of a loss of control, of chaos. Just, when you lose someone or something, the emotions of that grief can be so powerful. It feels like it takes over your life. It feels like everything becomes seen through the glasses or the goggles of that loss. Um, and you can't help it. It's human nature, right? When we feel heartbreak, many times we feel it in our heart chakra. We feel the loss in our heart chakra. Some of you guys, this is heartbreak that you felt there. You have felt like literally physically ill because of this. And for those of you who have lost a loved one, I'm deeply sorry. There is no words that will make it better. Okay, there's nothing that will patch this up and make this better. Time, people say time is a great healer. I don't think in the area of death, time is a great healer. I do think it just helps us distance from the wound, from the pain, the shock of the grief of the loss. For some of you, if you've lost a loved one, like a passed over loved one, I feel their energy is around you with this card. I feel them kind of watching you grieve. But I do feel in January that energy is going to move on. Okay, I'm feeling the time of your grieving is over. Now, for those of you that this is a relationship, like a no contact or a breakup, I feel that too. I feel your time for grieving has come to an end. Okay, and this realization that it's time for you to live, it's time for you to move forward. It may come through, I'm hearing like a shocking realization. Okay, it may be a realization about the relationship. It may be that you're becoming aware of the nature of the relationship. Sometimes when we lose relationships, be it to death or no contact or whatever, sometimes we go through this stage where we kind of make that relationship, like, we idolize it. We make it perfect. We actually cast illusions on it, that it was something that it wasn't. And through the grieving process, a lot of times we come to the realization, we come to the awareness of the reality of the relationship, of the person. And I feel like that's what's coming, is this reality of what really was. And this moment, this reality can help us move forward, can help us transform. And I feel like that's really where you're going. Okay, you're moving into a place where a lot of this internal struggle, these internal battles, will come to a place of peace with this realization. And I'm seeing the word recovery in my mind. Like, you're going to begin to recover from this moment. You're going to begin to regain healthy boundaries in your relationships. In fact, your relationship boundaries are going to be more healthy because of what you've been through, because you've reflected upon this relationship. I'm being drawn to the love oracle. So we're going to go with that. I feel like in January, I feel like you're being called to get into a routine. Some of you guys in the last year who have been grieving a relationship, a loss, whatever this is, a death, you may not have had a routine. You may have just been existing. And I understand that, when you lose someone for whatever reason, you kind of become ungrounded. Or you become so grounded, you feel like you're swallowed up by the planet, Grief can be consuming. It's time to give yourself some balance, because I think we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's time to give yourself some balance by developing a routine. Okay, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It can just be like, okay, so I'm going to get up every morning, make myself some tea, and take a shower. That's what I'm going to do every morning. That's the beginning of a routine, okay? Commit to it. When you commit to a routine that's healthy, you commit to yourself. You're creating a healthy boundary for yourself, okay? And that's really what in January, your guides, God forms, angels, this person who's passed over wants you to do. They want you to start healing. The time for grieving has come to a close. It doesn't mean that you won't still grieve them. The time for that space of grief to be overwhelming is gone. It's time to shrink that down to its proper place so that your life now has more room to expand. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, if you've lost someone to death, they send their love. Okay. Now, if this is an ex or something like that, know that ultimately, we are all connected. Okay. And things end as they should. And another person is going to come along for you. Okay. This isn't the end of your romantic relationship. If this is a loved one that you're in no contact with, know that there's peace in that because they're going and living their life now. They're dealing with their issues. They're dealing with whatever they are in their life. And you're left to deal with whatever you are in your life in January. And you are vital, not just because of the things you could do for this person who you're in no contact with, who you can't do for anymore. You're vital not because of just what you can give, because of what you are, who you are. It's time for you to give back to yourself. Make choices that are in your best interest, okay? Do things that are good for yourself. It's time for you to start healing yourself. It's time for this Three of Swords energy to start healing. Now, Three of Swords energy can take time. It can take a lot of time to heal Three of Swords. Many times readers, we throw around the Three of Swords, but this is deep, like betrayal, hurt, pain, and it takes time. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been at this grieving process for a while. Some of you guys for like a year, maybe longer. For some of you guys, it's been several months. For some of you, a few of you, this is happening. And, if this is about to happen or is happening, I encourage you guys to give yourself grace. I feel like that has been the overall theme for January, is like giving yourself grace. Understanding that you're a human being and that sometimes things happen that cause us to not be able to be with people who we love or we've grown attached to. Sometimes we have to release those attachments and it's painful. And we have to give ourselves space to grieve, to be sad. But we also have to know that there is a moment where we have to start to shift. We have to get on with our life. We have to allow new people in. Yes, you'll be hurt again. That's a human condition. But that's part of life. We love, we lose. We love, we win. And we have all kinds of joy in the middle of all that. And that's for you to experience. But if you continue to close yourself off, you never get to feel the joy. You only feel the sorrow. And life can feel very empty and meaningless there. And there's so much more for you. And Spirit does not want you stuck in this energy of feeling like maybe life is meaningless. There's no point. The point is your experience, is your connections, is the love you share, the laughter you share. Your pain matters. The experiences like grief matters. Because the grief is a side effect of the love and affection you had for someone or still have. The broken heart is a side effect of the great lover's card, the great love that you had. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself so harshly, okay? Give yourself a routine, though. Okay, I'm getting that very clearly. You guys need to give yourself a routine. We have sexuality. That's a hard one, huh? A lot of you guys have been avoiding this. You have just been avoiding your own sexuality. Some of you guys have turned this off. What many people don't understand is your sexuality is your key to your vitality. So when you turn it off, when you cover it up, when you suppress it, when you become ashamed of it, you disconnect from your vitality. And when you're in grief, when you're in sorrow, that energy grows. So it's time for you guys to kind of reconnect with yourself, with your sexuality, okay? It's okay for you to like put a good outfit on, get you a nice fit, take a shower, get yourself looking good, feeling good, have some alone time, or have some time if you have a new partner. Some of you guys may have a new partner, you know. It's time for you guys to walk into like starting to feel yourself a little bit. It's okay. It's okay for you to move on. Listen to me. Please listen to me. It is okay for you to move on and be happy. All right? It's okay for you to reconnect with life and your vitality. It's okay for you to be sexual with someone else or with yourself. It's okay. All right? Heal yourself. We have abundance. For some of you, through reconnecting with your vitality, you're going to reconnect with abundant energy. This is going to allow you to have moments of realization of what you want, what's coming forward, what you want to manifest, what you want the next. Because some of you guys have been so lost in grief and sorrow that you haven't even really been able to think about what the next chapter of your life looks like. And I feel like you want to move consciously aware of what you want your next chapter to look like. It doesn't mean it will manifest exactly that way, but it means that you're moving with conscious choices. You're making choices that advance you towards that vision of the next chapter of your life. Some of you guys need to allow yourself to kind of fantasize about your next chapter, what it will look like. Allow yourself to dream again. Allow your vitality to take you into a dream world where you can think about the magical things that could unfold for you. Allow that sense of wonder to revisit you, your imagination, your creativity. All those things are held in the seat of sexuality. Sexuality can be something that really opens up your intuition. It can open up your inspiration, your vitality, your health as well. It can help shift your mood. So, you know, I feel like some of you guys may have, through the sorrow, like started to kind of get some shame, body shame, or something like that. Some of you guys, instead of feeling grief, you may be feeling body shame. And it's time for you guys to kind of start healing that, start understanding that you are perfectly human. Humans are imperfect. We have wrinkles and bumps and lumps and all kinds of funny things on our bodies that make us unique and beautiful. And it's time for us to embrace this about ourselves. Photoshop does not make us perfect. It's an illusion. And it's time to give you guys yourself some grace, because the universe, I feel like in the next year, wants to bring this energy into your life. Abundance of people. This isn't always just about money. You know, some of you guys, because you've been cut off or broken up with, or there's some kind of loss here, you may feel like you're missing people in your life. And for you guys, this abundance card isn't about money. It's about people. It's about rich connections. For some of you guys, you're going to meet somebody. You want to talk about that? I hear some of you guys are like, no, I don't want a love reading. I know nobody wants a love reading. But you know what? We're going to talk about it anyway. Because late at night, when you're all alone, you wonder. You don't have to admit it. I know you do. Okay, we have the Fool. We have the King of Cups in reverse. You haven't met this person yet. This is going to be a new person. They could be a Pisces, a Scorpio, Cancer. And they're coming prepared. They are prepared for you. Okay, they're prepared. All right? I'm a fool for you is what I'm hearing. I'm going to be a fool for you. I don't think they're coming forward in January either. We have the High Priestess in reverse because you're not ready. Okay. The universe isn't going to bring this to you right now because you're not ready. This is coming later. Okay. This comes as you're healing. All right. But I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't investigate this energy. Okay. You don't have to like it. Let's pull one more love card. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. For some of you guys, like this is the person you're going to marry. There's a few of you who have met this person, okay? But they haven't been real emotionally forthcoming because you're not in that place yet, okay? But however the story unfolds for you, this person is in love with you. All right. And that isn't really the focus of this reading, though. That's kind of a side message. I think the real focus of this reading here is that you need to give yourself some grace. I've said that in every single reading, I think today. I think you need to understand that you're entering a time of healing, and it's time to give yourself a new beginning. It's time to reconnect with life and to move into the next stage of your life and start thinking about what you want that next chapter to look like. All right? Let's get your letters and your charms. Okay, group 4, these are your letters and your charms. Now keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, the initials of your person or somebody important or work or a screen name. Just take what resonates. I'm going to read off your letters. So we have VZNTGXY, BABEJUT, UKODWFA, MIPQSHFJ. Now we have Babe here, and I'm reminded of that Stick song. It's you, babe, giving me the courage. I'm not going to sing it. And the strength to believe. That song, if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know. But the word babe is here. So we have lots of shells. So definite water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm also getting like something about music here. Maybe you're a musician or they're a musician. I also feel like music is very powerful, very healing for you as well. I encourage you to look for some healing frequencies. I'm also getting Little Mermaid vibes. And I'm getting also earth energy. This person could be earth, the person coming in for you, maybe an earth sign that is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have the owl here as well. We have a Christmas tree. We have angels. We have there's the turtle. Okay. When I get the turtle, that's always slow moving earth energy. Okay. So the love interest here, the love, no matter how that unfolded for you, that part of the story unfolded for you, I feel like it's going to be slow moving. Okay. Very patient, very kind, very giving, but very slow moving. Okay. So there's no rush. There's no rush in this whole process. Okay. You take your time, you do what you need to do, but don't give up. Okay. Because we have a crown here, we have star energy, and I feel like there's just so much more coming for you. Okay. And for some of you with this Seas of Minnetonka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And then we have this card. Over here, we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. You are going to another state of consciousness. Okay, this realization, all this stuff, you are expanding your consciousness. And sometimes this happens through happy moments, and sometimes it happens through grieving moments. Sometimes we have to lose a lot to expand our consciousness. I know that I expanded my consciousness through a lot of realization and a lot of grieving in my shadow. And I feel like this is probably what's happening for you. And you have to give yourself time to heal. and time to transmute the energy, because I feel like you're going through a transmutation. I think we had a transmutation card here, the butterfly. Have you reflected on transformation and rebirth of your old way of life into a new one? So again, I'm getting this focus of like it's time for you to think about creating the next chapter. I also feel the energy here with all of these shells here of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, reaching out to this group and wanting to help heal your heart and to heal your love life. The goddess Aphrodite can be very helpful in healing you through self-love. Some of you guys, I'm getting like you need to take some self-love baths. Work with the goddess Aphrodite, work with the energies of the moon, and give yourself some beauty baths, some attraction baths, some healing baths of self love, and watch that magic unfold in your life. Watch as your choices become more aligned with your self love. Watch as your grieving energy transforms into this powerful energy of self love. I really feel like for you, the key to really moving through this energy is grace and self love. Okay, so practice really good self care and stop explaining to other people or justifying your need for self care. Okay, they don't live your life. They're not you. They don't deal with grief the way you do. They don't deal with loss the way you do. And it's none of their fucking business what you need to do to take care of yourself. Okay, stand in your power. You're very powerful and you've just gone through a whole lot, okay? And it's okay. It's going to be okay, all right? Okay, group 4, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. I hope you will subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful January, and I will see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.